Not today, guys.
The only person who's offending is me right now. Bruv, why are you in my space?
Here we go again.
Why do you like to be so close?
I was setting up the podcast.
Hey,
man.
move up, fam. Give me some space.
This seat's not big enough for the
Give me some space.
Okay, here you go. You happy now?
It's not enough. I'm breathing my air.
Here we go.
Did you brush your teeth today?
What? What kind of question is that?
Hey, my air's smelling a bit funky and you're breathing it, so it's a bit mad.
That's just rude. That's one.
Oh.
Yeah, man. We've got Dale and I on the pod today.
Listen,
lovely stuff.
It's good to have man like Father Dale back. Brother
Yeah.
Io in the building.
I'll probably fall asleep during this, but we
We
move.
Hey,
We
Dale's
move.
shining, you know.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Dale's shining. I think fatherhood is making him
definitely
glisten.
not
You know?
shining, mate.
He's shining, man.
I'm
He's
struggling.
glistening.
I'm
I
struggling.
love the winter attire. Got the hat
Thank
on.
you.
All this. It's nice to see, man. You know what I mean?
It's lovely to be back.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't have much time on my hands anymore to come and sit, drink red wine, listen to Mike's extravagant stories. It's what it used to be my favourite time of the week. And then Amelie come along and ruined it all.
Hey, man, life is the most important thing in the world.
I'm just thinking about what Brother Io said before the pod. You've
What is
been
that?
there twice.
Well, been where twice?
You've been there twice.
You've
You've been there twice. They know your name, bro. They saved you a seat in the classroom. Hey, it's him again.
You're going to fill him in?
So basically,
Don't say it, bro. I'm saying to you, don't say it.
I'll say it in a way that's like,
Don't say it.
So basically,
You've had enough practice now at saying things without getting yourself in too much trouble.
yeah, I actually went to.
It happens most weeks.
Yeah, I can
Listen,
articulate
as
myself
your
well.
lawyer, I'll say it for you. Mike is currently in a predicament that could restrict his transport in the next coming months. We'll leave it at that.
Mike could be getting back on the bus.
Oh,
Mike
allow it.
could be using his Legacy Benz. You know them ones. 1 horsepower.
It's so quicker than that.
In fact, not even one, half a horsepower.
When's the last time you rode the bus? Uni times.
Probably. There was one time I had to go take my car in for a service and no one could pick me up, so I took the bus back.
Fair
That
enough.
was it. But most times I drive everywhere.
What was that bar, that thing? Was it Tiny Temple used to say? Like, I'll run past the bus I used to drive, or something like that.
I drive past the bus I used to run for.
Well, Mike, that ain't you no more, bruv. You're running for that bus now, innit?
Look,
It's crazy.
So what happened anyway?
I just totted up.
We got silence.
Okay, what I can say is
You can't say nothing.
I can't say anything.
No,
That's what our lawyer's saying.
no. That's what the lawyer
I'm
said.
sure you've got the gist of it anyway. You got the gist of it.
People can put 2 and 2 together. And
Yeah. But they were just laughing because I've done the speed awareness before, and
How many times have you done the speed awareness course, Mike? At your big age.
twice.
I know the thing is, I know there's people listening. There's probably been more.
And some people are like, nigga,
Wait,
what
are
the
you allowed?
fuck?
Are you allowed?
That's
to do
what
it
I'm
more
saying.
than
I thought you could only go once.
No, you can go once every like 3 years. So when you're like,
This is ridiculous.
once your points clear and you're back to 0, you can retake the thing. So you can take it every 3 years in which you've incurred no points.
This is outrageous. That's the only.
I don't think I'd ever reach the limit to like where I might have to get the bus again.
Yeah,
Like-
never.
Because surely when you get to a certain level, like three quarters up the ladder, you're thinking, right, I'm gonna have to drive a little bit sensible. Just even for like, it's only for like a year or whatever, and then it gets reset. Or 3 years, but
I was driving sensibly for a year and a half,
No, you were driving sensibly for your whole life.
my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my time, I didn't incur any points for a year and a half. Like I was clean, but
Now
yeah.
you're dirty.
But now I did dirty, yeah, and
Now you're dirty. Now you
now I'm
feel.
dirty. But hey ho, we move.
Well, you don't move no more.
It is funny that you've been there twice, so. What are they like? What do they actually teach you about speeding?
What do you do?
Like, yeah.
Do you know what? You do learn a lot. Like, you spend the whole day.
Well,
You didn't. Nigga, you did.
Basis, don't they? They don't even say Mr. Oh, so I can't say that, but they don't even say Mr. They say, "Oh, hey, Mike, welcome back, mate. You know what I mean? How you been?
I call him Big Mike as well.
It's been a minute, mate. How you? Oh, when you here last week? Fucking hell.
Nah. So yeah.
Been out and about, haven't you?
Oh mate, I just drive a lot. That's it. I just drive a lot.
No, you speed a lot. You don't drive a lot.
I do not speed,
You speed a lot.
at all times. I mean, everyone's.
You don't speed at all.
No, I don't speed at all. This is just a blip in the matrix.
Hey, if I was your actual lawyer, I'd be pulling my hair out, bro. You're actually shambolic.
So what do they teach you there anyway?
So like you learn about like why speeding is bad.
Yeah. Okay. So they take you through some like horror stories of people dying or getting killed.
Yeah, like the difference of like hitting someone at 30 and hitting someone at like 35.
Right.
Like if you hit someone at 30, the chances of them living is a lot higher than getting hit at 35.
Really?
Like substantially. Like it's like
Oh, really?
There's like 40 or 50% in it for like.
Bro.
I swear.
And you were still speeding after.
But I don't speed in 30s.
You don't speed at all.
I don't speed at all.
Anything else that they taught you?
They teach you this mentality that like, number one, like everyone's always speeding. And everyone's always racing. Like even when you're trying to get to somewhere, let's say you have like a sat nav, a lot of times it says you'll be there in 45. Sometimes you say to yourself, maybe I can do it in 40. That mentality of like speeding. And they also teach you like why signs are there. So say for example you're driving down a greenery, yeah, in which like you see like a bend, sharp bend.
Yeah.
The reason that's there is because there's been 3 serious accidents due to that bend.
Right.
When that happens, they put a sign on there to warn people. So let's just say one person drink drives and crashes into it. They're like,
That's what it is.
2 persons, we'll keep an eye on this one. Third person.
Sounds like your course record.
Jeez. At least on top of the league, mate. You know what I mean?
Your what record?
Course record.
But yeah, that's that. You do learn a bit, and like you do learn like, oh, you do think, you know what, maybe I shouldn't.
It went one ear and out the other. Let's be
No,
real.
no, it does make you think a little bit.
You clearly failed the class, didn't you? That's why you're repeating.
No.
How are you repeating freaking speed awareness?
It's because you just get caught by different type of cameras in different kind of areas.
What?
Like you don't tend to get caught, by a camera in your area that you're aware of. Most times, if you're in your area, you know where the cameras are. You know when they're coming, right?
True.
If you're in a different area, which you're not, that you don't know, or the cameras move differently,
You're blindsided.
there we go.
But you see, there's this thing called technology, and there's this app called Waze, and it should always be on in your car.
Yeah, but I don't need it on. No, Waze
You don't need it on.
No,
Are you sure you don't need it on?
no. Waze only works if I, like, for example, I don't know where I'm going, and it only works if I plug in my iPhone to be charging. If not, it doesn't.
Brother, how can you have Waze all the time? It sucks bare data.
Thank you.
There's something called unlimited data.
No, man.
Or 50
Battery as
50
well.
gig of data. And my thing charges it whilst it's on as well.
We ain't got that, baby.
Yeah, you need to get that.
You have Waze at all times. Well, so say you're driving to Stevenage, which you know.
At all times.
That's crazy.
No,
man.
do you know what it is as well?
That's not
nuts.
that's nuts in here.
normal.
That's not normal, bro.
That's not normal, yeah. But guess who has 0 points?
Yeah, but
But that's
Wait.
That's extreme.
I have 0 points as well.
Wait, hold on.
So you go to the shops down the road, people.
you know, where's Boss Man again?
Let me put Waze on quickly.
Boss Man, so I'm late, you know. I got lost on that turn over there. Didn't have my
The
Waze
thing
on.
is,
Niggas always lost.
You know Waze told you about where's the police is around the corner, innit?
Lord.
It's the Ovo.
you say this, yeah, but 2 things. Number 1, I got CarPlay, so all my I changed my head unit in my car in it, so it's CarPlay only in it. So all my music or whatever is on from my phone. Second thing is, you say this about police around the corner, but one time police were actually around the corner, and then man were doing that secret van thing or whatever, and lo and behold, I just as I always do anyway. So
No, that's fair.
You say I'm crazy for doing it, but like I said, I drive a lot too, and pointless.
Look, I've been driving for 10 years straight. I drive like 20 to 25 miles a year. I drive a lot.
25 miles.
That's a lot.
Sorry, 25,000.
That's a lot.
Sorry, miles a year. I drive a lot. So,
Clapping cheeks all over the country. It's hard work.
I wish it was that. But it's not.
Hey, Johnny's reaction has killed me, bro.
Anyway.
So loud.
I mean, I guess we should get to a topic.
But obviously Mike don't do that because he's in a committed relationship.
Exactly. So you doing? You slammed the laptop.
But speaking of...
wait, before we start...
Yeah, go on.
Welcome to episode 157 of the Shoot podcast.
It's a stretch.
We're racking them up, man.
That's 3 years. Gone 3 years.
Very much so. And we're still hated.
Almost lost the Insta again. Fucking hell.
For what?
Mike. Violation.
Surprise.
I go on Instagram, and it's like, Mike's like, can you get into the Instagram? I was like, what do you mean can I get into the Instagram? I go to the Instagram. I'm like, it's fine. And then all of a sudden, I can't see no stories. And after that, logged out. I'm like, what is happening? I'm out there thinking it's a security thing. Someone's hacked us or something like that. No, it's Mike.
Do you know why?
Violation.
I don't think I did it. The word cockhold. I think Insta doesn't like that word.
Okay, yes.
I think Insta sees cock.
I don't like that word.
Why?
Cuck.
It's not
just,
cock, it's cuck.
Yeah, no.
Cuck.
Just, yeah. No, I'm not a fan of that word, but carry on.
Yeah.
So yeah, got the violation, but somehow I managed to recover the account. I thought we were done out here. I was about to say, not again. Not again.
Well, we're good, man. We in the clear, man.
God's grace, we secured the account.
I wonder if there's people out there that have listened to all 157 episodes.
We got some loyal
They
ones.
should get a t-shirt or something.
Do you know what? If you ever listened to 157 episodes, let me know.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Like, show me like a scroll of your Spotify sign, and we'll send you a gift. Yes.
It's got to be done.
We'll send you a gift.
3 years of listening.
Sponsored by Totally.
Get back here,
Just me.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Anyway, first topic, Jay. You said you have a topic.
Nah, I was gonna say we were talking about obviously you're in a committed relationship.
Oh yeah.
And
And
relationship, are you, mate? Still going well?
I mean, it's going like a relationship, I guess.
Yeah.
is there a
Frank
particular?
Sinatra.
Thanks, Sinatra.
That's life, ups and downs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
Is
that's relationships.
Is there a particular down
That's
you'd
good.
like to discuss?
As long as you're not down continuously, then you're fine.
Oh yeah. It's not like I'm cut myself out. I'm here. Like, it's not that deep. Actually, all the time when you're around someone, you're like, I wish I was at church instead. Like, you know, you chill with someone.
I've never said I wish I was in church.
This is my last resort.
You can safely say that. But yeah, carry on.
Do you know what I mean? But
What's the first topic, Jay?
Now I was gonna ask Mike if he experienced a recent down he wants to discuss.
okay, this is a down, right? But I did this because I'll say it. Basically, right? I think my girlfriend listened to the pod last week, right?
You think?
Yeah, I believe so. And there was a part when
What makes you think that?
Where does this hunch come from?
because I had to delete some stuff from my phone.
Oh, you had to.
Well, I did delete it.
Hey,
Upon request.
It wasn't a porn request. It was more like, you can keep it if you want, but it's just a bit like, it'll get along if I keep that. So I just
Still in the
deleted it.
recently.
Who was
deleted
the other
for 28
person in
days.
that conversation?
hey, there was a bad guy, you know.
What did you say?
Nothing.
There was a bad guy.
No,
Let him live, man.
What did you say?
They let him live, fam.
I said he's still
No.
in the-
We'll sort him out afterwards. Yeah.
Say it.
He's
Yeah,
still
no, we'll
in the
sort you out
recently
afterwards. We're looking out for you.
for another 28 days.
Man said your time's a ticket.
That's true. You can recover that shit.
Nah, I'm gonna delete it just to be a good person, I guess.
Good man.
Crazy.
But yeah, man, I just deleted some
So she heard the pod. Like Brother Io said, you have a hunch that she heard the pod. What gave you that hunch? What topic was it from last?
She was like, she's like, I just think it's weird that men keep nudes of their exes. And I was just like, look, you don't understand.
I delete mine.
You delete yours?
Yeah, man.
You're not helping my argument here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
You probably discussed it last week, so I don't want to get back into it. But why do you keep them?
Like I said last week, I earned those nudes. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh cards I don't use. I still have them. If I went to the shop, bought some milk, took a sip, could I take that back to Tesco? That milk.
I don't want to get back into the debate. You obviously you did it last week, but
you used that response from the guy.
The
on
only
Twitter.
reason why you want nudes is because you want to have some quiet time alone with that photo.
No, not even.
So then why do you... There's no reason to keep it then?
Sometimes it's just nice to know that they're there. It's kind of like a meme on my phone. I don't use memes all the time, but you never know when I'm going to need a meme.
Yeah, but you're only ever going to use that nude when?
I don't know. You never know when you're going to use anything for anything. Do you know what I mean? I used to fuck off. You never know when you're going to need anything for anything.
So you deleted all your nudes?
Yes.
Was it liberating or...
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel a bit like
scumbag for having so many?
No, pussy-o. Because I deleted them because to make my girlfriend feel better. And I was like, what kind of man am I? What kind of man am I? Like a real man would just say, look here, woman. I'm keeping them whether you like it or not. But I went, you know what? I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be...
I mean, that's a hard sell to your missus. I want to know your 3 points for keeping them.
I didn't have any. I had no leg to stand on.
Wait, so is this actually a thing?
What?
So when you get in a relationship, is this actually a thing that your girl tells you, like, delete all your nudes?
No, it's not actually a thing. But if you go onto a podcast that your girlfriend listens to, talking about nudes, then it's a hard sell.
She doesn't listen every week.
It's a very hard sell to say, I'm just going to keep them because you never know.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Because
you
never know. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep them because they're like memes.
Yeah, come.
Look, my reason was like that. My listen. I couldn't like give a reason for it because I feel like it's just a thing like that I understand, and some of my other man them that have kept their nudes, even if they're relationships, would understand. Yeah, like they would go, yeah, I know you kept him. I don't look at him, but I know why you kept him. Like, do you know what I mean?
But I've kept them before, but when you actually deep it, like, why are you actually keeping
I have two reasons. I have my actual reason and the reason
that you can say in the pod.
That I can say in the pod. So I'm going to give you my actual reason. That is, in a weird way, I don't know how this is going to come out, but I'm going to say it.
Fuck.
In a weird way, women are not objects.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What minute are we on? What minute are we on?
Wait.
Flag.
Holding 10-yard penalty.
Hey, the ref's got his hand on the red card. You know.
Listen.
Wait.
Brother Io is here. He's a qualified ref. He's got his hand on the red card.
I might have to run to the VAR board. You know.
In my head, yeah. This is so weird to explain. It's more like I don't want to say like a trophy or anything. It's not that because it's not that. But I don't know. It's just like,
mate, you haven't got an explanation.
I haven't got an
Let's
explanation.
move on.
I haven't got an explanation.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, people actually keep nudes here, but when you actually deep it and you have a conversation about it, why are we keeping them? If you're having a wank to it, then fair enough. But that means that means that you're not sexually satisfied in your relationship with the women that you're with.
I don't think so.
That's your only reason.
I don't think so.
There's no point if you keeping it.
Well, I mean, I can still wank to porn.
Wait, hold on. You can wank to nudes?
No, I don't wank to nudes.
I could.
Well, you probably could if it's your
it's
ex,
someone that you
because then
beat,
you're reminiscing.
100%.
Because you know how it feels touching it.
Hey, we're gonna poll this.
What?
Can you bust a nut to a nude?
No,
Have
not
you
a nude. Your ex's nude.
Yeah. Have you not ever like?
I don't have an ex, so I can't say.
Have you not ever like thought back to a time that you were beating this girl and thought, "Oh, that was sick," and got a little turned on by it?
Oh yeah, of
you
course.
didn't have to have a picture there. You just got turned on by it.
Of course, yeah. My dick
then-
twinged. Or is that the word? Twinged?
Yeah, twinged.
Yeah. It was a sparkle. It was something going on.
Yeah, you can work with that, mate.
Fair.
And just give a picture. I guess it's adds more to the experience. I guess
You just said you couldn't do it, so
I could. I'm saying from this perspective.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Listen, Dale was telling us that. I mean, brother, I was asking, and I'm also asking too, that the honeymoon period of a relationship.
Yeah.
You were telling us. Go on, tell us, bro. What is it? You said
How long
on average.
A good one is 6 months, but
What?
Is that when you're officially?
No, but that's
or is
like-
that before. Is that when you're official? Or is that before?
that's when you're official.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I'd say, because you haven't actually got any like no responsibilities, no like arguments, nothing like that. You haven't got anything to argue about because all you're doing is having fun, going out dating, getting drunk with each other. But then when you realise that it's like a holiday romance, not to like compare it to a relationship, but you're going out all the time, getting drunk together, going on dates, blah 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 blah. There comes a time where you can't be spending all that money for years and years, and you realise that you have to settle down a little bit and maybe go out twice a month, or I don't know, maybe a little bit more. But it slows down, and then you start to know each other a bit more. You start to feel a little bit more comfortable to tell them that you don't like that certain thing. Like at the start, if any relationship I've had has maybe done something that I didn't quite like, at the start I'll let it go because it's new and you're enjoying it. But yeah, there comes a time where it definitely slows down. But 6 months is a good one. Why? What are you guys on at the moment? Is your honeymoon period over, Mike?
Oh yeah.
How long did yours last?
Yeah.
No,
Man,
You
you
can't really
hesitate.
put a time on it, man. It just comes.
You didn't even hesitate.
I mean, I've been like a relationship and entanglement. So like, I guess there were parts. The entanglement at the beginning, yeah, was like great. I'm like, this is the best of both worlds. This is Hovis.
Mm.
And then one weekend happened, and it all just went spiral from there.
Mm.
And then it was all cool again. Another weekend happened, and then we were all cool, and everything was cool. And then like just get little bits that come, and you're like, okay, I can see what you're saying. Like when the little things come, like, okay, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But I'm quite calm. I'm more like, look, do whatever you want to do in it. I'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm very laissez-faire with it. I'm just like, I'll just deal with this.
You're just cool.
Like I don't really, and I just know that things could lead to like arguments that are just unnecessary. I'm like, why would I need to have an argument like over something that doesn't matter at all?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like niggas are dying, and you want me to argue about this?
100%. But that annoys girls more.
What do you mean?
I think.
Not arguing.
Yeah. I mean,
leaving
Not arguing.
I don't want to be sexist about it, but I think a boys are a lot more chilled and don't want to argue as much, whereas girls can argue and they'll get annoyed if you don't want to argue back with them because you'll say, it's not worth it, but to them it is worth it.
It's just always the time. Like this is why I'm gonna like, look, I'll just do A, B, C, and D because it makes my life easier. I got fish to fry, man. I ain't got time to.
I mean, why do you think their honeymoon ends, Io or Jay?
I just think, yeah, like you said, there's a time where it's just too much going out, or not too much, but it's just so much you can do of having so much fun. There's a time where you're literally just going to be in front of the sofa and
life starts to hit you, innit?
yeah, and you just start getting a bit more serious. So I just wanted to find out when that time frame is, where it just like kind of settles.
Is it coming for you?
No, I'm single as a Pringle. Yeah. I'm good. I'm calm.
What about you, Jay?
I just find it interesting.
Have you enjoyed a honeymoon period in your time, in your illustrious career?
Man said illustrious. Wow. I'm glad you think I've had an illustrious career. I feel like I have maybe with an entanglement, but like I don't think I've had like a proper relationship, so I can't even say that I've enjoyed a honeymoon period.
Everything's been honeymoon for you.
Yeah, I guess so. But like, I don't know. I feel like with the arguing, I'm not the one to argue with, because I'll either not argue because I think it's stupid, or I'll put you in your place and the game's over, which has happened a couple times. So I don't know.
What's the feeling like after you've had your first argument with her? Like first proper argument. Is it like proper a bit orcs afterwards? Yeah. Like shit. Like
it's a bit embarrassing. I think.
Is it?
Is really?
You're both embarrassed.
Like,
on whose side though?
I think that you're a little bit naive when you get into a relationship. Yeah, where I don't know whether it's you're blinded by love or you're blinded by the fun or whatever. But you kind of like think, I'm never going to argue with this girl. So that when you argue with her over something so ridiculous, you're like, oh my God. Me, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Because you're
dragged into it.
Yeah, I'm like, why? This was going so well.
Cracking into you, whippersnapper.
This was going so fucking well.
Is it over like dumb shit? Like you just like,
yeah, I'm trying to think back to like examples, but it's always over dumb shit. Because realistically, as people our age, like we haven't really got a lot to argue about. I think jealousy maybe, but other than that, there's not a lot for us to argue about, really, with someone that you've been going out with 5-6 months.
Yeah, what are you arguing about?
Fuck knows, mate. I couldn't even tell. Like, I'm trying to think of examples now. I think maybe if, like, you know, when it's early on, and the biggest one is when you choose your mates over the girl. So you say, like, she says, oh, do you want to see each other? Or I'll say to her, do you want to see each other this weekend? And she'll be like, oh, I'm busy all weekend, or whatever it is. Like, I don't know. I think that's the top one for new relationships, I think. Or exes getting involved.
Oof.
Coming back.
Fuck that.
Ex is coming back.
Yeah, or this is not things that I've been through, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just saying ones. Or I don't know, dating apps. Could that be one?
I'm not either of them, so
I mean, once you secure the relationship, surely
they're off.
They get deleted by default.
Yeah, no? I don't know.
They're not like nudes though. Obviously, the dating apps get deleted.
Which one's worse?
Don't have to.
Actually, which is worse?
I think the dating app. I'm just trying to save some grace here.
Nah, why are you looking into the camera?
I feel like I'm in a sitcom. Oh no!
So
you've not had your
keeping a dating app or keeping nudes? Which is worse?
That's actually a good question. That's actually not an easy question to answer.
If you're active on the dating app, then it's definitely the dating app. Because that's basically
saying you're still open.
I see that.
Keeping nudes, as you said, is a gateway to your ex potentially.
Yeah, but you might not be.
Or imagine. Okay, it's a gateway to imagining time.
You might not be actively on that nude. Whereas if you're actively on a dating app, to me that's cheating. Like if I went home tonight and I saw Leah's messaging someone on Tinder, then that's cheating. But if I saw a nude on Leah's phone
of an ex,
that could have been something like, I forgot to delete that. I don't know. But if she kept it past.
Okay, Dale, look.
I'm gonna rubbish through your phone when it goes.
There's two ways to look at this though. What if they've forgotten? Like you forget about the dating app, you just forgot it's on your phone, and you just discover it. Just like you're saying, you've forgotten the nudes on your phone.
Yeah.
You can also forget the dating apps on your phone.
Yeah.
Like these days now, you can clear on iPhone. You can clear all your apps and just have them in like storage and only like put the ones that you use out on your phone in it. So you could easily forget. Bro, there's bare apps on my phone that I've forgotten about.
It's not even like one's worse than the other. I think they're both bad. They're both just terrible,
bad,
man.
Yeah, both
what?
terrible.
If you're being active on a dating app and you've got a girlfriend, you winding me up?
Mike wanted to be justified. That's why he wanted the man there to say this one's worse.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is though? I know that some of the man that keep their nudes and stuff, right? Even if they were here, they'll be like, "Yeah, you got to delete that." And in the secret, they're like, "I've still got this in the luck." Because I was talking to a man the other day, and he was like, "We were just talking. He was just like scrolling through his phone. Yeah, he wanted to show me something, just something random." Yeah. And he went, "Oh, you can't see that." I was like, "Oh, I'm assuming it's your girl." He went, "Nah, man, that's my ex."
Oh shit!
I was like, "Oh, I know what you mean."
Yeah, I don't want to be hypocritical. I think it's a tough one. It's hard to delete them, but I wouldn't share it on a pod. That's basically what I'm saying.
I didn't.
I said
I didn't.
That's the problem here.
I said I didn't. I didn't keep the news, but if I was,
yeah.
I've lied myself anyway.
You tried to use a hypothetical and it backfired. Okay, so just ending off on relationships, Mike. Apparently, you've got something to tell us about your record relationship.
Oh shit! What is Jay? What's your shortest relationship?
I've never had one.
You must have had one.
I've never had one.
Like what? Like not even like a link that was like close to a relationship.
I've had a link for like a year and a half.
Jesus, what was your shortest one? One date, I guess.
I don't know. Came over here. No relationships, no points on his license. No. He's clean, man. He's clean.
What about you?
Dub, man.
What's your shortest one?
I'm a short stint as well, man.
What?
I'm a short one as well. Like shortest one. They're not even any that far different. The shortest one was like 3 months.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
He's setting up perfectly.
48 hours. If that.
48 hours. Was you the one that popped the question and retracted it after 48 hours? Or did you pop it and she took it away?
Man rescinded the contract.
So I ripped it up. Ripped up the contract. Termination.
So wait. So you actually did the whole, will you be my girlfriend?
It wasn't.
And then afterwards.
Listen.
Nah, fam. This ain't what.
I was coerced.
This can't run.
I was coerced.
By who?
Okay, there's coercion on both sides, yeah. Okay, listen, before I say the story.
Get into it.
I just like to put a note on. I was at uni. I was like 18,
she's
19.
Not going to listen to it this week.
No, it's not. It's for other people that are going to keep hating on me. So people who are going to hate on me after seeing this going, you're terrible.
How could you do that?
Yeah, I can do that. Basically, there was this girl I was seeing for ages at uni, yeah. I was seeing her for time, right? And every time like we'd go out and we'd see each other, we'd end up back with each other. But bro, I was like basically linking this girl, taking on dates. I cooked for this girl once. Everything was going great. Every time we linked, all I was getting was hand jobs. Like that was it. Like that was it. I mean,
oh my god!
I never even.
Everyone knows where this story is going. After this, everyone knows.
That's all I was saying.
Sorry, you were getting hand jobs.
That's it.
No uck.
No uck. No nothing.
Even my virgin ass was getting uck, bro. What's going on here, bro?
She was just giving me hand jobs. I remember my boy, Sadiq, for this coming to pod, yeah. He was like, my nigga, this girl's just giving you hand jobs. You need to like get rid because you won't be able to get past that, bro. Yeah. So one time I'm waved in her yard, yeah, and she's giving me another hand job, yeah. And I'm like, look here, babes. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. Like, when are you gonna? We're both waved. I'm like, when are you gonna like
let me
progress? Like, yo, are you gonna let me smash?
Level 2 in that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, she was like, look, I'll only like smash if we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
So,
no, you didn't.
How did I not see this coming?
No, you didn't.
I knew it. From the moment he said hand job, I knew where the story was going.
How did I not see this coming?
The chimp came, innit?
Yo, this is what
shit.
Oh my days.
Nigga came on my shoulder. Yo, Mike, man, listen, told this girl your girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm like, chimp, bro, I don't want her to actually finish. Nigga, listen, man, if you tell her that your boyfriend or boyfriend right now, you're gonna get some pussy, trust me. I said, chimp, you sure about this? He said, ooh, ah. He said, what if I let you down, nigga? Well, I'm your chimp, nigga. I'll never let you down. I said, okay, chimp.
Was this when you had hair as well?
I had a
had a
hairline.
Full hair. Oh.
So I was like, chimp, like, yeah, man, you're looking fresh with that hairline, dog. That's sharp, man. Your hairline's queasy. Trust me, bro. She'll definitely give me the pussy right now. I said, okay, chimp, I'll see you in a bit. Later, Slim. I go, yeah, but we are, man. She's like, what? Like we're girlfriend or boyfriend. She's like, really? I said, yeah. She jumped on me. We smashed, yeah. And I'm just like, and I'm walking home, yeah.
I was like, bitch, I'm the man. Oh, I'm the man.
And I open the door wide, yeah. Sadiq's like, oh, my nigga Mike's back. Yeah, he's like, did you finally smash? He went, yes, my nigga. I said, but I got a girlfriend. I went, no. He's like, what? He's like, bro, you do not want this girl to be your wifey. I said, I know. He's like, okay, you need to get rid of her as soon as possible. I said, okay.
Cutthroat, man.
Sadiq.
You didn't even beat for like a week or something to enjoy it. Let her enjoy it.
You're actually a shambles.
So the next
You're
day,
actually a shambles.
the next day,
Oh, fuck.
I was out in the club early because I wanted to get in with my NUS card to get in for free, yeah. So my niggas are still pre-drinking because I'm in the club by myself. Free entry, looking at the window, looking at the balcony, just in the smoking area, just by myself, yeah. Next thing you know, right, she comes out, she's like, hey, boyfriend. She gives me like a little shoulder. And I'm just looking like... And she comes to me like telling me about this sob story about her uncle. Like, my uncle's sick. I don't know what to do. I went to her. What is he like? What's wrong with him? They don't know. He's just in bed. I'm like, is he dead? She goes, no. I said, then why are you overreacting? Like, he could have a cold. Like, he could have flu. Uncle's fine. Anyway. Uncle's fine. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Imagine
Anyway.
people used to think you were a nice guy.
I was. But I was just annoyed at her because I didn't really want to. Don't want to look at her.
You're annoyed at her because she came.
She's your bloody girlfriend at the time, mate. Fucking hell. At least you could do is look at her.
So then basically, she's trying to talk to me every once in a while. My friends have come to the club now and I'm chatting to them. And she goes to my boy Paris, yeah. Like, Paris, like, what's wrong with Mike? He's being weird with me. Paris just turns to me and goes, oh, yeah, Michael's not your boyfriend. Told you no conversation. She taps me again, like, what? No, what do you want? What do you mean he's not my boyfriend? Like, Paris like, yeah, he just told you that because he wanted to smash. Goes back to the conversation, like, yeah, man. Like, this girl is irate. And she looks at me and goes, is that true? I said, She's so irate, yeah. And I'm talking to a friend like, oh, look what I've done. Like, I'm sorry, I've done this to your friend. She's like, nah, I get it. It gets like this. Bruv, imagine she said, oh, she's coming. This girl is stomping across the smoking area. She comes in to punch me at the back of the head. Bruv, I just didn't... I honestly moved like 2 inches. The girl missed. And the whole smoking area, like, laughed at her. And she left.
Oh. And then you beat her friend.
I kissed the friend. But that was the old me.
You kissed her friend?
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. You broke her heart by claiming to be her boyfriend just to beat. Mm-hmm. And then you broke her heart in the middle of the club, the smoking area. Mm-hmm. And then after that, you lipsed her best friend. Yeah. Women are trash, man. That's the moral of the story. I'm joking.
The sex was awful.
Mike's trash.
No, she was just a very terrible human being. That was it, really.
She was
a terrible human being. Yeah.
Not you.
She was also a terrible human being. There's some other stories about her that she's just a very terrible human being.
Interesting.
Yeah. So she deserved everything she had going for her.
Moral of the story is protect your hearts and stay single forever.
Mm-hmm.
You got a man like Mike out here, they're just out here breaking hearts.
Talking about man like me, just quickly before we move on.
Yeah.
The baby. So, this is a quick question to you guys. If you're dating a girl, right, and you're just having your time in the sun, doing whatever you're doing, right, is it down to her to find out exactly what you are so she doesn't get hurt? Or if you're giving her signs that I'm just out here, like, doing lovey-dovey, that it's more than what it is? Or is it that has to be said officially in word, this is what we are?
It's a bit of both. She got to find out how she got to find out about you, do your CRB checks before,
Yeah.
and then she's also got to make her own judgment while she's with you.
So, because a lot of the time you see girls that are like, look, you tell them we're just this, but you give them signs that in their head they're thinking, oh, it's more than this. Is that their fault for looking at the signs and going, there's something here? Or is it like the mandom's fault for saying, I should just treat them like trash? I got rid when I got rid, or what?
Sorry, I missed the topic. The wonderful.
That's right. Well, the baby, right? Basically, he had this girl he was dating, right?
Yeah.
And he came out on live and basically said she's a side chick on his live.
Right.
And upset. It's upset her loads, innit? She was a bit upset on the live and that. But there's videos of him like doing bare lovey-dovey, kissing her like on video and stuff. Saying I love you, do all this kind of stuff. But he said you're just a side chick. So obviously she's a bit upset. Yeah. But if the man never said you're actually my boyfriend, like we're together, like can she really get upset?
Yeah.
Okay.
1000%. You cannot use the word I love you and just like throw it out there and not expect a girl to think that we're something more than a side chick. Like it shouldn't. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it shouldn't. What I hate the conversation where you have to label something. You shouldn't have to do that. But you also have to protect someone's feelings, and they have every right to get upset if you say I love you, and then in the next breath you're saying you're a side chick. Do you know how disrespectful a side chick is?
There's bad from bipolar like there.
You're just.
That's the laughing
said,
she
Nando's rice, coleslaw.
Oh man, if I was ever called a side man, I don't think I could ever do it.
No. That's deep. She would never. That was the last thing she would have expected. Very last.
They've got a child together as well.
So what are you saying, Mike? Are you saying she's the baby's done nothing wrong here?
Listen, I'm not going to say that.
You're going to say the game's a game.
That's part of what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I can only compare it to my own thing, right? I had my entanglement and I said for time, you're an entanglement. Like this is like, I tried to not make it a relationship because it gave myself like a way out.
Yeah. Okay, but how did you act?
Well,
did you act like boyfriend and girlfriend, or did you act like she is just an entanglement? Because entanglement, there's a different way of acting. I think.
Fantastic question.
I agree.
You could argue.
Fantastic opening answer.
He's getting himself ready for that court case, bro.
Good play all around. you know when the striker makes a good shot and then the keeper saves it just as well.
Great play.
Good play.
Great football.
Great football around. Proceed.
Yes. So you could, like I said, you could argue.
I've turned into a politician. Allow it.
Man's on the stand, you know.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You could argue.
Yes, like the MP wages and the double jobs. You could argue that.
I talk seriously, man. You fucking idiot. Man said you could argue. Fucking Bojo over here, bro.
He's just realising his wrongs now, by the way. On the podcast.
It's nothing to argue.
And his girlfriend's right there. You could argue.
Oh, wow. Get me a drink, please.
The Copperberg.
Copperberg, please.
Yes.
Copperberg.
Yes. Jesus Christ. Yes. Oh, I need an opener. Do you want Johnny? Get me one as well, please. A Copperberg as well, please.
I need one as well, fam.
Oh,
jeez. She gonna get him in trouble.
So we're saying that you may have acted a little bit.
Well, the point that she made while she were dating, when everything happened, was, yes, Mike, you call this an entanglement. However, the way that you act could make me believe so. I'll never say I love you, all this kind of stuff, but we go on dates, we do everything that a couple does except for being in a relationship.
In your defense, yeah, it's very hard to act not like you're in a relationship, even when it's an entanglement. Because basically, an entanglement, what she's saying is, she should only come round for sex. That's what I'm seeing it as a.
Can I have one more, Johnny, please? Sorry, cheers.
Shall I face the microphone?
Yeah, of course, mate.
It's a very fine balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because the way the girls see it, as soon as you start going out on dates and all of that stuff and spending money on them and texting them every day, texting them good morning, blah 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 blah, good night. To them, they're seeing it as like, well, this is going to go somewhere. It's hard to just do the come round my house, have sex, go.
But the thing is, right, for time, right, in my life, I've just done entanglements and 2-day relationships. So in my head, I'm like, this is how it is. And if it ever progressed to that point that's past it, congratulations. You know, we're there now. But the way that I've been living my life, I've never like said the word, like, you know, like when the fuckboys say, "Oh, I want to make you my girl," all this kind of stuff. I have never said this to a girl, like, ever. Like, I've never said those words.
But you've done something worse. Because you've been the nice guy. You've taken them out. You've solved their problems for them. You're the man they run to.
But that's because in my head I'm like,
you're a nice guy.
Yeah, we're seeing each other. If you have any problems, I will help solve them problems for you. Yeah, I will help give you advice. I will help do those kind of things because it's what I like to do. I like to help people. So why wouldn't I? Even if, for example, in 3 years' time we're strangers. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why there's a hard balance to find when you're doing this whole entanglement thing. That's why they never work. That's why fuck buddies never work, really, because it's hard to keep it just that and fun. You get attached or they get attached, and then it's like start talking about feelings and shit.
No, you're right. I mean, now that I'm older,
what's your longest entanglement?
My longest entanglement.
How have you? What's the longest you've kept a girl going?
Do you remember the Chinese girl I used to date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't used to date her.
Is that the one I saw that time?
I think so.
I never saw her.
I saw her.
A small one.
Very small.
I never saw her.
You never saw her? No, you never saw her.
Very, very small.
Yeah,
I told you to show me a picture and you just didn't.
She was very miniature.
She was very
She also used to listen to the pod.
Yeah, she did.
She was the first listener.
Yeah. And
really? Shout out to her.
But no offense to her, yeah. But when I think back to it, I'm like, you're a wild lad. Like, why did you stay a long way? Like, why did you stay around for that long? Like,
you or her or both?
Her.
Yeah.
Because I was content with everything. So whenever I see these kind of things in entanglement, as a guy or as a girl, right? If you're the girl and you do not like the position that you are in, or if you're a guy and you do not like the position you are in with the person, and the other person's happy with it, why do you continue going along with the situationship or entanglement or whatever that you're in? Give the person an ultimatum. Look, I do not want this. I want this. If you do not give me this, I'm gone. The person will then have a decision where they say yes or no. And that's A, you're no longer in a situation you don't like. And B, you might be in a situation that you prefer.
Bruv,
honestly.
We might have to cut this bit, but you're talking like it's easy to do that.
I get it's not easy to do. But there's times, where like I see a girl and I want them. They don't want me. I go. I move. If I was the person in the entanglements, right, I would have given an ultimatum far beyond that and said, look, A, make this more than it is, or B, I'm gone. There's one time a girl said that to me. She was like, look, I want to see more. We need to make this more than it is. I said, no, I don't want to do that. We want to separate ways. We're good. And that way she's moved on. She's now had a baby with somebody else. She's happy. Do you know what I mean?
She had a baby with someone else.
Yeah.
She was never having that with you.
She didn't because she controlled delete. but do you see you see where I'm going with this? Like,
So wait, Mike, you say this.
yeah.
So does that mean that someone gave you an ultimatum?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the point I was getting at.
Basically, yes. I got given an ultimatum. It was like this. And she said, if we do this again, it's this. And I said, yes. Look at the results.
Do you know what's funny?
Champions League.
You know what's funny? I'm remembering how you were feeling during that ultimatum period.
Yes.
And a particular incident that made you
Yes.
travel.
Nigga, I was
Quickly.
in pain. I was severe
Expeditiously.
pain, nigga.
This guy was on the M. That's probably where you got your freaking speed. That's why you probably had to go on a speed awareness course.
There we go.
You were up the M way quick.
So that's just a little lesson for you. If you're in
Ultimatums.
a position you do not want to be in, and you do not like, ultimatum. If not, cut. Sorry.
That sounds like some sound advice.
Sound.
Cool. Anyway, let's move on. We've talked about relationships enough now.
Yeah, we have a bit, to be fair.
Yeah. What minute are we on?
50.
Jeez.
We can cut some.
We got one more.
Yeah, I can cut some. I can do some editing.
So let's talk about. You might know about White Yardie.
Yeah.
Dale, you know about White Yardie?
Yeah, I've seen that.
So today, or was it today? I don't know when it was.
Today it came out this
I think
morning.
it was
Came
today.
out today, but basically, he was on some kind of panel, and fundamentally, they were pretty much asking him what was it? How did they phrase it?
They basically asked him what his citizenship was.
Yeah, they asked him if he's actually Jamaican. Pretty much, and I don't know. Dale, have you watched the video?
Because it's a culture that I grew up in. You know, we have Black British culture, so that's a different thing. But to me, Black British culture is a merge of like Jamaican, Caribbean, and Africa and England together. That makes the Black British culture. That's what I would say. But I cannot define in one sentence to say this is Black culture because it's.
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
When did you decide that you were Jamaican? Was it when you came back over here? Was it when someone asked you? Like, was there an experience where you just felt, I identify as a Jamaican man?
Let me explain to you there. And
that question there, yeah. Like a lot of people said it in the comments, but that's walk off material. Like someone asked you a dumb question like that, like, bro, what?
When did you identify yourself as a Jamaican man?
Like, I maybe because I know like White Yardie's like a bit of his story, so I'm kind of like, do you know? Yeah, let me take a step back because I guess some people might see him as just some white guy that has a Jamaican accent. They might not know that he's from Jamaica, that he grew up in Jamaica for like 18, 20 years, something like that.
So yeah,
So they might just think he's just doing it for clout and he's just putting on a Jamaican accent. So that's why I guess they would say that. But that guy that asked that question, he has all the facts. He knows that he knew that Yardie grew up. Yardie just told him as well, but he knew prior. And then he still asked that question. It's kind of like, what are you playing at? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I don't know.
Go on, Mike. You wanted to say something, so yeah.
I mean, if you think about the question, right, I still think it's stupid. Like, I really hate people that try to be like woke and ask woke questions, yeah, when they don't have the like eloquence or the intelligence to do so. You see me, I don't talk about these kind of subjects often. Like, I've got some other boys that have a podcast, yeah, and their pod is based on like having these eloquent conversations about stuff like race and colour and everything, 24th century. I could never be on the pod because the way that they speak, I could never say the things that they do. And listen, I'm like, oh, that's great. I could never do it. So I'd never really touch it. I talk about politics, talk about football. I might do the odd thing here and there, but never too deep because I can't like express myself in a way that's well enough. If you're not able to do it, why the fuck you asking dumb ass questions? Like that's that thing, yeah. All it could have been a question of is, so like, oh, tell us about yourself, like, so like, tell us about your life. Why do you have a Yardie accent? Like, what is your life? That's the question you should ask. Not when did you decide? Like, when did I decide to be a British Nigerian? I don't
And
know.
then they topped it off by adding, "Do you have a Jamaican passport?"
Yeah. You should have played the whole thing, man.
I thought you play it in the
Yeah,
pod.
but in the pod.
It's just like, let's say even if he wasn't Jamaican and he did play it off like he was just putting on that accent just for his like, you know, character. So what? What then? Because at the end of it's like double standards, because why does everybody like Mo the comedian? Because he does the geezer accent. Is he not mocking white people? Couldn't a white person be like, oh, hold on, that accent is he's portraying a white person. No one says nothing. Everyone's key.
Yeah.
So even if White Yardie and wasn't Jamaican and he was putting that on, what? So what? You're embracing another culture, and you're like, that's what Mo the comedian does. He's making fun of another culture or another like race, but like in a jokey way. But it's not. No one says anything because he's black. But if it's the other way around, it's like, no, white people, you can't do that. You can't. You're taking the piss out of her. Like, it's just double standards. So yeah.
I mean, Del, you with the other week when you were here, we were talking about that Jessie, what's her name from
Jessie Nelson, yeah.
Jessie Nelson, and you were like, you didn't understand it. Do you think there's too much? The only word I can think of that's maybe appropriate here is like gatekeeping. Do you think there's a bit of gatekeeping going on with the black culture, black community? Like,
I think.
Do you think it's gone a bit weird now?
It's just every culture, I think.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just think we're in a fucked up world now where the first thing people the first place people want to go to is that they're offended, or that's going to offend someone, when in reality it could be a joke, it could be anything. It doesn't always have to be offensive. I don't like the world we live in anymore, man, at all.
You know what? I don't. But then the only thing I say is like, it's this Overton window thing, innit, that I always bring up here when it moves. Yeah. So cool. We don't like the world that we live in right now because it's too soft with certain offensive.
Not just soft, erratic. It doesn't, like they'll say, it doesn't make sense. Everything's offensive now. Before it was like, okay, gradually, okay, this is offensive now, gradual. Social media and comments and Instagram have made it like, this is offensive for like, bruv, the baby was cancelled for like, what, a month? Oh, he's cancelled. And then all of a sudden, I guess the president of the LGBTQ community came out and said, the baby's cool now. And now all of a sudden, no one cares about what the baby said. But a few minutes ago, he was cancelled. Now he's on freaking doing a promotion stunts and PR stunts with that, which I think, that's what I think it was, by the way, that whole breaking up with her on live or whatever. I think that was a PR stunt. He's got an album coming out. But like Dale says, it's just erratic. Like, offended, not offended. Jump to offense straight away. Like, this Overton window thing is, before it moved like, now it's just every day, every hour. Like, it don't even make sense. How are you offended by White Yardie?
I think this is what it is though. So like, what it is like, I think it was related to the Jessie Nelson thing, right?
Yeah.
So obviously Jessie Nelson did her Bad Boys thing, right? And then there was always that cultural appropriation, and you could see like all the same people that are on that panel, they said something about that. They were all
they did. They referenced it.
Cesar Mill was vexed. The Dan Baptiste guy is a comedian. I like him though. He's cool.
He's cool.
Yeah. Like, he came out and he said bare stuff about it. So they're already, and they got bare like, I don't say love, like adulation because of it. They're like, yeah, standing up for it. So I'm assuming in their head they're like, okay, cool. People like us when we're standing for this appropriation. We got White Yardie on here. There's another chance for us to do this to him, innit? Like, to use that as like, hey, he's a white guy that's cultural appropriation. Even though he's not. The guy's Jamaican, innit? And like, in their heads, they're probably thinking, this is a chance for us to get another one so that we can get more people on our side. Yeah. But people are like, nah. But if you actually think about it, on their side, like, cool, they did do some things wrong. The backlash was mad. So they're like, oh, wait, but you were cool with what we said about Jessie Nelson, but when we did it to Black Yardie, you didn't like it. So
yeah, but there's a difference. There's a very key difference. Whether or not we agree like obviously Del, you didn't think there was anything wrong with what Jesse did, and I can understand why. But there's a clear difference between the two.
But okay, so Ed Sheeran, right?
Yeah.
He's had a song with Stormzy. He's had a song with who's he recently had one? Central C and Tion Wayne. No abuse whatsoever. Why?
Because he stayed himself throughout all of it.
But
he hasn't tried to. Okay,
so Jesse Nelson has. It's just the tanning. Is that the problem here? Because Jesse Nelson has always done that type of music. Not fair enough. It's not always been like R&B, hip hop, but it has there has been elements of Little Mix's thing that have been like poppy R&B like type of. They're not like fucking Girls Aloud. They're a little bit different to that.
They're a bit, okay.
So it's like
I wouldn't say there's anything. Not I'm saying there's anything wrong with what she done, but if I'm trying to give you a reason, Ed Sheeran is Ed Sheeran, whether he's Ed Sheeran. There's no changing or whatever. He's Ed Sheeran. He stays in his lane, does his thing, and he's not. He hasn't tanned himself to look mixed.
Do you know what I think is different? I think it's because Ed Sheeran's big, and when he jumps on a tune, it's seen as he's helping out Tion Wayne and Stormzy.
Yeah.
Whereas because Jesse Nelson's not as big, it's seen as
she's using
Nicki Minaj is the black person. She's helping Jesse, when it might not even be that.
No, but it's not even a Nicki Minaj thing. Because
whenever I see Ed jump on a tune like that, I'm like, fucking hell, that's sick that he done that for Tion Wayne and Central C.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get peace from that.
Yeah.
But maybe the other way around, it's not.
Yeah, but the problem isn't. The problem that people had wasn't with Jessie doing a collab with Nicki. It was the fact she was trying to look mixed race doing it. Or look racially ambiguous or whatever it was, innit? But to go back to
go back to your point, sorry.
To White Yardie, the key difference between White Yardie and Jessie is White Yardie's actually Jamaican.
Yeah.
He grew up there. There's no he's not like he's spoken like a geezer all his life, and then all of a sudden he went to Jamaica for 1 year and thought, fuck it, I'm going to come back with a Jamaican accent. Nah, he's been that way through and through. He was brought up there. He's been there, stuck with it, even when people said it's weird, continued, like... So that's the difference, isn't it? So he's original, whereas some people would claim that Jesse's kind of put it on to get on. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the difference, isn't it? I don't really care. I don't care, to be honest. Like... I don't give a monkeys, to be honest, but I think that's the reasoning behind it.
Anyway, should we move on? Any other topics or rattle of the week?
Johnny, what was your rattle?
He's weird.
He's not weird. He's fucking on
he's
attack,
in the
bro.
kitchen, bro.
Producer.
Joe, I just want to just say one thing quickly, actually.
Yeah.
Like, just, you know, in regards to that, like, whole country thing, right? Like, what country would you guys say that you're from? Like, obviously, Del, you've got some...
Yeah, England. Yeah, go on. What are you from there?
What are you?
I'm from here, but I'm Nigerian.
Jay?
Same. I'm from here, but I'm Nigerian.
Okay, say you as a footballer, what country would you play for?
I'd play, first of all...
Nigeria.
So, both England and Nigeria come for you. Play for Nigeria first.
Facts.
Jay?
Nigeria. Do you know why?
I think you both would, because your parents are Nigerian as well.
No, not even that. The love, unfortunately, this is the way it is, yeah? If I play for Nigeria, the love is unconditional. They love me because I'm one of them. Mm-hmm. Whereas if I play here, if I play good, they'll love me. If I play shit... Look at Saka. Saka was flavour of the month for fuck knows how long. No one can get enough of Saka. He was on unicorns, doing all sorts. He missed the penalty. And I'm not saying all of England turned on him, but there was massive sections that were like, look at it, look at him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's gone from national hero to just another one of them black geezers. You know what I mean?
You say that, yeah. But I always deep this, right? As a football player, you are a person that wants to win, right? Saka, I assume, would love to have win the World Cup.
Yeah. Right?
Who's he got more chance of winning the World Cup with? England or Nigeria? You can't tell me
it's not about winning.
Let me take
the football. Where do you say you're from? Because if you put the football thing in it, then you start to think about like you say, accolades and what's going to get me the most money and all of this stuff. But if you talk about take football out of it, sorry.
Yeah. See, this is where it's difficult for me, because like, do you remember that that poem, like the poem that we used to do for anthology?
Or you're gonna say the half-caste poem?
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm half-caste yet, but obviously, like, I lived in Britain for the majority of my life, right? And I'm English, yeah, and I feel like I'm English, yeah, like, but obviously there's some people that see me that are like, get back to your own country, mate. I'm like, well, go back to where you come from. I'm like, what, Hatfield, like, yeah. But and I go to Nigeria, and I feel Nigerian as well. But when I go to Nigeria, they clock, yeah, you might be full-blooded Nigerian, but you're not Nigerian. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, a police officer will clock me and go, it's on more now. We can take money from this one. Like, they can clock that I've got British in me. Yeah. So they don't fully take to me, and the British people don't fully take to me, right? So I'm in this kind of like catch-22 of cool. That's why I wanted to go back to Nigeria more, because I was like, I need to get more in touch with my Nigerian side. And there's another thing that comes to me, like, whenever I see, like, I saw the thing when Saka happened, and bare Nigerians on Twitter were like, oh, how could he go play for England in Nigeria, man? Do all this, yeah. And Saka was like, yeah, but I've been to Nigeria like once when I was young. So in my head, I'm like, he's gonna feel more English. Like, that's just him. And bare people were like, I was like, bro, you say this, yeah, and you guys say that you're bare Nigerian, or you're bare Jamaican, or you're bare Ghanaian, whatever. When was the last time you went to your country?
Facts, this is true.
When is the last
Even
time
for me,
you went back and did anything? Like, I get called a coon all the time, yeah. They're like, dude, I'm like, bruv, I've probably been to Nigeria more times than you've even said the word. Like, you can't come to me. Like, I've done things in Nigeria. Like, I've helped with my dad's business out there and stuff. Like, I've done stuff in Nigeria, and just because I like English stuff as well, you can't really, like, the same with the white yardie thing, like the white yardie man. Like, you can't tell man, oh, are you Jamaican or British or whatever? Like, bruv, he's gone to Jamaica, he's done this, he's gone to... You can't say this. If you've not actually gone back, if you're the one of the people that said, look, I've done this in Nigeria, I've done this, bruv, say whatever you want to say. But there's bare man that I've not been to Nigeria since we were 3, and they're chatting about, they put a green flag on their Twitter bio. Like, what is this, bro? It's not Pez.
Yeah.
You know, Mike, that's probably the most sense you've ever made on this podcast. Fucking hell, mate.
Fucking hell, yeah.
I need to say something disgusting to piss people off now.
Yeah, get the balance right.
Yeah.
You got something there.
Well, I'm looking.
Looking for a nude.
Nah. You're trying to get me in trouble. I mean, I guess we could talk about this Amita Diallo story.
Yeah, we can run it quickly before it rattles.
Is it? The Netflix thing.
No, it's the PSG. The
PSG. Yeah.
What happened to him?
Basically, it's a Netflix thing. But I was going to say, we've been very serious on this pod today, so we might have to do something. But that is.
I mean, I've heard it's something to do with having sex with Eric Abidal.
Yeah.
What?
So basically, the story is
what? Uncle Eric.
Fuck.
This is the story. Have you not seen the story?
No.
So basically, there's 2 women that played for PSG.
Yeah.
Can't remember what position she played in, but
I think it was like right wing or something.
She was right wing, and there's a woman on the bench that is also a right winger.
Pace.
So this, pardon me. So the story originally came out that the person on the bench ordered a hit on the one that's playing at the moment because she got attacked out on the street, and they started like hitting her legs and like trying to injure her. So then fast forward a week now, it's now come out that it's actually Eric Abidal's wife that ordered the hit because Abidal slept with this right winger.
Oh.
Do you see this WWE storyline in women's football? I might need to start watching women's football because this storyline is mad. It's like EastEnders.
Footballers' wives.
What's
Yeah.
the dream
Wives.
Dream Team as well, yeah.
Dream team.
Eric
Dream team,
Abidal's
that's the-
wife
That needs to come on Netflix,
ordered the hit.
apparently.
Shit, allegedly.
Uncle Eric, man, keep it in your pants, bruv.
Allegedly, but I'm not gonna lie. Like that, the first girl obviously blamed the other girl, saying, "Oh, because I've got your place, you thought it was me."
No, because apparently they were all in the same car together, weren't they? when it happened.
I can't.
Yeah, but you know what's
They were all
mad?
in the same car.
Do you know how they found out the evidence? Yeah, basically the attackers all had Rey Mysterio masks, and the attackers all had Rey Mysterio masks. Yeah, and the masks were like signed by the other woman. So what people are thinking now is Eric Abidal's wife, who got the attackers, made them put the signature of the other girl as well to try frame her, to try make people not think it was her that was putting the hit, because Eric Abidal was doing naughty bits with the right wing, because you know left wing, right wing, they're always playing against each other.
You're a fool. You're a fool.
So
You're a big fool.
it makes sense.
You're a big fool.
Like that, you know what I'm saying?
That is crazy. That's definitely Netflix worthy.
So yeah, but I was gonna say, yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
That's
Fucking
amazing.
hell. She put a hit on another woman, yeah. Fair play to her,
this
man.
thing called love is crazy, you know.
Oh, yeah, man.
But it happens.
Bloody
It's
hell.
Careful who
happened.
you fall in love with, man.
Have you heard of the story of Tonya Harding?
Who?
There was a movie about this, Tonya Harding, the ice skater, back in 1994. There was a great movie about it. So basically, like, she was a figure skater in the United States, basically, and like she wanted to like skate for, obviously, United States is really good, and because she didn't make a particular event, she broke the legs of the other competitor that was ahead of her, so she could go to the Olympics. So this is like a recurring thing that's happened. There's been loads of attacks with sports, with other like sports people over the years, because they want to get ahead. And obviously, as an athlete, use your body. If you can't use your body, you can't be in the...
Fucking hell. It's a bit extreme, isn't it?
It's a really good movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's actually really good.
Alright, let's run into rattles real quick, man. I can start us off real quick. My rattle of the week is this quick story. Well, basically,
aware of their son's actions towards women, and they not only do they not do shit, they are part of the play.
alright. So this video, yeah, I'll send it to you, man. Afterwards, I don't. It's quite a long one, innit? But basically, the girls are saying that they're rattled that the mums of certain men that they're dealing with are enabling the sons to have multiple girls. So they're saying that they will go and visit the son or whatever, and obviously they'll say hello to the mum. The mum will be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, my beautiful daughter? Oh, fantastic to see you." The son obviously pams or patterns or whatever he does. Then a few weeks later or a few days later, he's now got another thing in the yard and another thing and another thing, and they're saying that the mum is just enabling and just like watching the carousel go by and not saying nothing. And I was just there like, fine, I hear what you're saying. Morally, probably the mum should say something. But then I thought to myself, hold on a minute. Pause. My mum's on my team, not yours. My mum's on my team. She's not on your team. She's on my team.
Who are you?
Trust me. So until you become my wife or my fiance or whatever, of course my mum's not going to back you. Why's my mum going to back a girl that's like a link?
Never.
No, I'm not saying what the mum's doing is right. Like, morally, that's a mad thing. And on top of that, like, I can't think of a situation where, have you ever, like, I've barely brought any girl to see my mum ever. My mum's barely seen any girl that I talk to. So I can't even imagine a situation where I'm bringing multiple girls to the yard and they just see my mum and going into my room, I'm handling business, and then what next? Nah, mad thing. But if that was to happen, girls, just realise, mum's been with me since the beginning.
Yeah.
You are expendable, unfortunately. It sounds horrendous to say, but until you become my wifey, you're expendable. So how do you expect my mum to betray me for you? Don't make sense.
The love that the mum has for their son.
Exactly.
Even if they're wife, fiance, they're always going to have your side.
100.
Like 110%. In 95% of the arguments, the only thing is cheating. I'd imagine that your mum would be on their side. Everything else,
Dale,
you're her son.
have you encountered this yet? And like this has been a thing on Twitter, and I don't know if it's an actual real life thing. Front seat gate. Front seat gate. So you're in the whip now. Mumsy and wifey are in the whip. Who goes in the front seat?
I don't think I've come across this yet.
Oh. I wonder if it's an
think-
actual thing. Is it a
It
thing?
can't be a thing. Sure.
Are you sure?
I think my girlfriend, Leah would just say, "You can go in the front" because she's polite.
Yeah, but you look what you just said. You just gone around it. Leah would say that because she's polite. Does that mean that she wanted to do it? No. No.
This is such a pathetic thing.
It is
man.
pathetic. It is pathetic.
Imagine.
It is. But I've seen girls make big deals out of this on social. So is it a big deal? It seems like it might be.
It's not a big deal. It's a big deal for social media. It's like
Ayo.
it's like riding a shotgun. Like no one.
You're talking
no
about
one
the
goes
man.
up to the car now.
No one got-
and
You're
says,
talking about the man them.
because I want to sit in the front. If I'm
No,
sitting in the back, it's calm.
no, Dale. You're talking about the man them. This is us bantering amongst. We're talking about the gal them. We're talking about wifey and mumsy. Who's sitting in the front seat?
The mum is sitting in the front seat,
Mum's
but
sitting in the
only
front
because the
seat.
girlfriend is polite. Because you're not going to choose a girl.
Okay, what if she
that's
says no?
Then that's you've made a poor choice in girlfriend.
Eldest first, man.
Like,
Huh?
who's
Eldest
going to
first.
disrespect the mum like that?
Trust
Not
me.
that it's that big a disrespect.
Kind of vagabond.
Eldest first.
Yeah, well, Dale just contradicted himself. He just
Nah,
said,
it's not that bad of a
he said, who's going to
disrespect,
disrespect
bro.
mums like that? But it's
not
not a big
that
deal.
bad a disrespect.
It's not a big deal.
I know you like the front seat, but it's not that big a disrespect.
Alright, who's sitting in
But
the front
it should
seat?
sit.
Mum's sitting in the front
Mum's
seat.
sitting in the front.
And if your girl says, I want to sit in the front seat, then what?
What's your rattle of the week, mate?
Honestly, if my girl wanted to, and
That's my look.
her dad wanted to, I'll be like, sir, take the front seat, man. Let's go. I'm on my phone, bruv.
Yeah, but we're talking
Looking
about
at my nudes.
Man, then we don't care.
Yeah, we looking at
We
his
don't
nudes in the back
care.
seat.
I said in the nudes, you know. We don't care. We're man them. We don't
I got
care.
nudes of your daughter. Of course I'll sit in the back.
Hey, Paul, I'm clapping your daughter's cheeks. What are you thinking about, mate?
Oh,
you
fuck
can't even
it,
see
yeah.
because your head's this way, mate. If you're the way, you're the same, mate.
Fuck
You can't
it,
stop me, Paul, can you?
Alright, what's your rattles, man? Quick time.
Johnny, have you got a rattle?
Yeah, actually, yeah, Johnny, what's your rattle quickly so we can round up. Producer.
You want to come to the mic?
Yeah, I'll come in.
Take it away, bro.
Yeah, obviously I was filming last night.
Oh shit! Did you fall?
Yeah, lifting innit?
Man, look behind him. Like,
That's your shadow, mate.
Yeah.
man, got hit by the shadow clone jutsu, blood.
I was taking it. Yeah, I was filming last night, innit? And like, I was filming that person who you saw like, what's on Friday back, innit? It was his birthday, innit? And then obviously I had a meal of bare of his boys before. And like one of them I met at an event, not an event, a party. I was shooting someone's birthday party. I don't do events, I shoot people's parties, personal camera, not an event shoot, worst geezers ever, just clarifying. But yeah, I seen this guy, I was like, I've seen you before, you was at so-and-so event. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, sorry bro, what's your name? And he goes, oh, my name's And I was like, oh yeah, cool. Why they call you And he goes, oh, because I shoot people. but, you know, like, I shoot people. I was like, okay. Guess what I'm editing right now? Pictures. Don't want to get
Oh, bro.
There's the way he went, yeah, like,
Wait, do you reckon he's joking or he could be joking?
nah, that was a serious face.
Yeah, if that's a serious thing, you're gonna have to bleep his name.
Yeah, 100%.
You're gonna have to bleep his name, 100%.
Yeah, you're gonna have to beep his name.
Bleep his name, yeah.
You are going to have to beep his name.
Yeah, Johnny's life's on the
Yeah,
line.
his life's on the line still.
So I don't want niggas getting young dope.
Man
out
said
here,
his name
bro.
is, and that's what he does. Yo,
Man said it says that's what it says on the tin.
trust me, run seal thing.
Run still. Do
Man,
it
bro,
some
crazy.
HRJ, bro, I couldn't be.
I'm always looking out for you. Don't worry, man.
HRJ.
I'm always
Yeah, I
looking
was
out for you.
very. I found it interesting. I used to meet a lot of interesting people, and that's. Seems like he's a cool guy, man.
No, bro, there was that guy that you said that was in prison.
Yeah, he's in prison.
Yeah, just
and
likes the murder.
But he showed my mum. My mum was like, you video record people in prison.
Yeah, man.
And then Johnny showed a video of him in prison, like, yeah, Johnny, you know I'm in the cell right now, but you know that music video, yeah, like, I think we can shoot like this. Johnny's like, you're in a cell, big man. Like, how are you gonna do the video? You're in a cell, bro. How are you gonna do a video from the cell? How are you gonna do a video between four walls and a bar?
What he said is that he said, because this is what I'm saying about Mike. Yeah? Tell us what he's wrong. Yeah. So the guy said, like, because he's in prison, like what he'll do is he'll get one of his boys to act like him in the next video. So obviously, one of his boys already wears a mask.
Body double.
So it's body double, innit? Stunt double, innit? Them time things there, bro. Crazy. And obviously I'm like, see what you're saying there, bro. I like that. I like it, innit? You know what I mean?
It's not him.
Yeah, but it's his song.
Well, he gets his song out.
It's the same.
Just doesn't get the video.
Money have he make,
If
man.
you've seen a music video where it's animated,
Yeah.
it's because the person in prison. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I know the ones like you know like Wiley the music video when he didn't show up.
If you see like a drill music video,
Yeah.
and it's animated, it's because they're in prison. For
Really?
real. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
It's an interesting
I
side.
never knew. I never knew.
I never knew that.
that. Any more rattles, boys?
I got a quick rattle. Well, you can go
Nothing
first.
for me. No, I haven't got a rattle.
My rattle of the week was a few weeks ago, but I never got to say it on the pod because I just had a couple of rattles. But there was one time I was driving around Scunthorpe town centre, right? And, you know, I drive
Are we
a lot.
doing that much anymore? I'm joking.
Sucks.
Touch wood, you be alright.
Basically, right, I once saw a geezer who was very, very drunk on the side of the road.
Did you video this?
Yeah, I did.
I know what you're talking about.
And I said, you know what? I'm a good Samaritan. Let me go and help this man because he's on the floor, passed out. Of course. So I got to him. I got water in my car all times. I gave him some more like, big man, like, you cool? Are you fine? He's telling me like his little sad story, like his granddad's in hospital and his dad is ill. And I'm like, oh, that's really sad to hear. Like, but I'm just like, look, how old's your granddad? He's like 80 something. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, when you get to that age, it happens that you're gonna pass away. Be happy, like that you got to live a life. But he's bare sad and drunk. I'm like, look, you can't just stay here. You gotta look after yourself. Let's like call someone to come pick you up or something. Or do you want me to give you a lift home or something? He gets on the phone with his mum or his girlfriend. I'm like, can you pick him up? He's here. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll sort it out. I'm there. The taxi driver comes as well. So I'm about to like, he seems alright. He seems good. I'm like, you good, big man? He's good. He then changes his whole tone. He was all good. Yeah. And the fact I started helping me change his tone, he started going like, nah, I don't need your help. I don't need your help. I'm good. I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah, man, you just go and have a good night. I'm like, okay, I will do. He's like, yeah, man, you better go away now. Otherwise, like, I'm gonna haunt you.
What?
I said, what? He said, yeah. Have you got a girlfriend? I said, yeah. He went, well, you go and have a good night with your missus. If you don't, when you're having sex with your missus, I'm gonna haunt you with my ghost. And I started saying, these Caucasians are taking more than alcohol on nights out because why are you talking about haunting me? He goes, yeah, I'm gonna watch you have sex with your girlfriend while I'm haunting you. I said, big man, you need to relax, girl. I'm just trying to help you. I don't, this is no cuckold thing, yeah? I just want you to be safe because I'm trying to be a good youth. The nigga's got blood all over his shirt with some puke. He tries to hug me. I said, don't hug me with your pukey blood. I want to just make sure you get home all right. This Asian like Uber driver like came as well to help, yeah? And he came, yeah? And he started to the Uber drivers were like, yeah, you two as well. Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. And in my head, I'm just thinking, you know what? Fuck helping people in need.
No.
Because...
Don't do that again. No, don't say that sentence again, sorry. Help
Okay,
people in need.
I'm
Everyone will be
rephrasing.
like that.
I'm rephrasing. I was more like, this guy was really unappreciative of the fact that I took time out of my... I've wasted about half an hour giving you water, trying to get you home all right.
Trying to resuscitate.
Do you know what I mean? And he walked away afterwards. In my head, I'm like, well, I helped you have water, so you sobered up a bit to walk before you could even stand up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why, when you're drunk, I know your thoughts come out. Why is the first thing, I want to watch you have sex with your missus and haunt you.
That's mad.
Is this Scary Movie 2? Like, what would you need to do?
Guess he's into cockholding, isn't it?
It's strange, bruv.
Oh, I've actually got a rattle.
Oh, what?
I have got a rattle as a father.
I love this. I love
Father
rattles.
Do you know what really rattles me is now that I'm a dad, and my life is busy and I'm always tired, is when people say to me, it's happened a couple of times in the last few weeks, like, how come you haven't brought Emily round to see me? And it's a rattle because my first priority is when I've got a bit of time is not to think, right, shit, Emily's not seen this person or this person or this person. If you want to come and see Emily or you want to come and see us, text me and I'll say, yeah, we're free here. I'm so busy, got so much things going on that I'm not thinking this person. I need to text this person. So anyone listening, if you haven't seen Emily and you want to come and see Emily, text me. Because we're free, but we're just not free to think, I need to text that person.
I respect that.
Is that what happens? You get that busy, you don't have time to think.
It's just like, because you're always thinking like, has she eaten? Has she slept? Because you don't sleep a lot. It's like, you're always thinking about that. So you're not really thinking about finding time to see this person, that person. But if this person or that person texts me on a Wednesday night and said, I'm going to come round tomorrow, would make time for that person. Do you know what I mean? So,
I mean, you taking a baby out for a day, that takes a lot of planning, probably, I'm assuming, for your day. And
planning.
It does. Yeah, 100% takes, because you're thinking, I need to plan this around their naps and all this stuff. I'm just saying, like, the onus, maybe that come across a little bit wrong, but the onus shouldn't be on the parents to, like, take her round to other people's house. If you want to come and see the baby, which I'm more than happy for her to come to see anyone, like, you should perhaps just reach out and say, you doing anything this week? I'm going to come round.
I respect that.
That's that.
It does remind me of something real quick before we end the pod. One of my very, very good friends had a baby.
Yeah.
And for years and years, me and Kuds were saying, yo, like, can we come see the baby?
He just said no.
He was like, I'm going to have to see you about that. I remember one time, Johnny lived in the exact same town where this youth lived with his baby. Johnny said, I want to come see the baby for months. My boy was like, no, you can't do that.
Is it real?
Well, we started.
I ain't seen a single picture actually. No,
bruv, it gets worse. Yeah. About a couple years later, right? I'm chatting to, I think, one of my other boys, yeah? And he's like, are you going to come see Thingy's son? I'm like,
oh no.
Wait, I thought you had a girl. He goes, no, he had another one. I'm like, what?
No way.
This nigga had another full child and did not even mention it, bruv. So I hollered him. I went, yo, you had a son? He's like, yeah, about 9 months ago. Bro! Wait.
That is another level. That is another level.
Best friends for time, yeah? You didn't seem to mention, by the way, man, like, this is coming to the world or anything, or my missus is pregnant. So I told Johnny, yeah? She's like, what? We haven't even seen the first one. We haven't seen the first one.
That is another level.
Well, like, these kids fake, bruv.
Is that guy even alive, bruv?
Yeah, he's out. We're trying to arrange the Christmas do, and he's like, I might not even stay. I'm like, bro, we haven't seen you or your kids. We planned. We said, we're coming this weekend to see a kid. He's like, the kid's not around this weekend. Where is he going?
He's hiding the kid.
Where's your kid going?
He doesn't want her to see you.
Bro, we're coming all the way to come meet him.
He moved all the way to Wales.
Are you doing the Christmas thing in there or here?
It'll be here, But we
He's gonna
generally
drive here and then go back.
that's what he's planning to do. There's bare times he'll come here with the baby to the end, won't tell no one, and go back. And the
See his
next
mum
day,
doing that, innit?
and the next day I'll see his cousins put up, he's here with the baby. A big man!
And you only live around the corner.
Down the road.
Down the road.
Just tell us, we'll come see the
Oh,
give you some nappies and that. I don't know, man.
He's a special breed, that one.
I don't know, man.
Anyway, it's been a fantastic pod.
Yeah.
Brother Ayo, thanks for coming.
No problem. Love
Father
being the
Dale,
fourth.
Yeah, man.
it's good to have you as per. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. And we're out.
Yeah, more comments, please. That would be very helpful. Because I want to have some debates about shit. So, yeah, if you're angry about something, comment it right now.
Low.
Right now.
Alright, we're out.
Alright, safe.
Nice.